Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the regular council meeting for April 16th, 2024. You have a in-camera item, but other than that, there's no amendments to the agenda. So if I could have a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
Thank you, Councilor Paquette. I'll second. Thank you, Councilor Burtis. Any questions?
Thank you.
Concerns? All in favor? Carried. Motion to adopt the draft minutes from the committee of the whole meeting of April 2nd, 2024.
I'll make a motion to adopt the draft minutes. Second it.
Councilor Hanchard, thank you. Councilor Paquette. Any questions or comments?
Not for me.
All in favor? Carried. Number 3, motion to pay the open payables in the amount of $85,554.98.
Make a motion to pay the open payables.
I'll second. Thank you, Councilor Paquette and Councilor Hanchard.
Your worship, just for the record, Visa was supposed to be on here, but I was away, so it didn't get to me. So it'll be on the committee of the whole meeting. The Visa.
Thank you very much. Any questions for the payables?
Not really.
No.
I don't think there was anything for me either.
Our Watson Lake Home Building Center bill this month was a little way over what normally is. Any particular reason we're rebuilding something?
Watson Lake Home Building Center,
It's a home hardware, I guess.
hardware, it's $1,000.
I
3,000.
thought it was 2,234.
Yes, that's normal. We buy our chlorine for the. We buy our chlorine for the water treatment plant, which is about $2,000, and water and filters are 1,000, or they're in that range, that 2,000 range, so.
Thank you.
All in favor? Great. Item number 4, third and final reading of the fees and charges amendment bylaw 2024-04.
I'll make a motion for a third and final reading of the fees and charges amendment bylaw.
I'll second it.
Your worship, just for the record, there was a question came in today where it talks about the passes at the rec center where it says per activity. That's for like, so. In the past, it used to be interpreted that people come in and they could use the whole facility for $6. So this is per use. So if you're either using the showers or using the skating rink or using the bowling, it's $6 per thing you want.
For the, like, for the punch
Yeah.
pass, like
Yeah.
the punch.
So we're probably gonna word it a little different for the staff, so it's very clear. So that way there's no misinterpretation there.
So like, how many punch holes are, I've just never seen 10, so if they go use 2 things, you get 2 punch holes.
Yeah.
No, that's big.
And that would be bowling and shower.
Bowling, yeah, bowling or shower, or it could be hockey and bowling, it could be hockey, it could be hockey, shower, yeah, that type of thing, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? All in favor? Carried. Item number 5, first reading of the zoning amendment bylaw 2024-05.
I'll make a motion for first reading of the zoning amendment bylaw.
I'll second it.
Councilor Hanchard, thank you, Councilor Paquette. Any more questions or comments?
Not for me.
Not me.
Do we anticipate any other things being added to either to make our lives easier, such as like seeing as how we've added things to the commercial content, new things that were omitted or things that were missed? Do we want to also broaden the spectrum of various so something that's zoned residential mobile home could have a duplex as a secondary use, or are you gonna keep it as R1 and residential only?
So for the record, that's all part of the housing accelerator program, and that all goes to the town hall meeting on May 15th for feedback. And there will be future amendments as that plays out through the public consultation process.
Gotcha, just wondering if we're opening it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we need to deal with these as get stuff off our plate right now. And then actually, we had a update our quarterly meeting with CMHC today. And went through and they were happy that we've got this in. That was one check mark. We've actually done something towards our funding. But as well, we discussed it, because there's gonna be discussion on, you know, are we gonna allow, is council gonna agree, or the public wanna have, you know, carriage houses or guest houses in residential mobile home zones, you know, those type of things. So that's all gonna play out through the public consultation process. So I don't wanna us start throwing stuff in here and my public say, no, we don't want it, right?
But we do need this for sure, so. Okay, understood.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions or comments? No, not for me. All in favor?
Great.
Okay, carried. Councilor open forum.
I was gonna ask about the recycling in Whitehorse and how that affected us.
So your worship, for the record, the change, Raven Recycling turning the Raven Reuse or whatever their new name is, does not impact us at all. We have an agreement with the government. The government has been in discussion with Raven and PNW, and the contract that Raven held has been transferred to PNW. And all our stuff will now go to PNW. It doesn't affect us at all. It's logistics on Yukon government side, but our operations do not change. Our stuff, a truck shows up here and picks it up when we have bales ready to go. And I think anything that doesn't.
Does PW normally pick up for stuff, like, is that who usually does it to Raven?
No, it was up for contract. So
Oh, okay,
that contract comes up every year, so it's been Barry
Whoever.
Hazard's had it one year, BJ's had it
Okay.
another, so it goes up with competitive tender. So that is out there. But it doesn't affect our operations. Like I say, the bales get picked up, they go to Whitehorse. And
Perfect.
we won't. He's gonna go and stay the same.
And is that with all communities in the Yukon?
So what happens to their, sorry not to get into a long thing, but
I'm not sure, it's been a long run of political battle in Whitehorse.
That's what
over
was Raven?
recycling.
what was Raven's part in it? They were just,
They were actually,
Accepted?
they were actually processing and doing everything with recycling
okay,
in Whitehorse, and they've switched in there a nonprofit society. So, but their thing was they were really pushing for curbside recycling in Whitehorse. And now that's sort of in the mix, and then also EPR was part of that. So extended producer responsibility, where the, you know, producers of the suppliers of the material are actually taking it back, which is coming in 2025.
I guess the thing that I just find
It's crazy.
funny, and that's not the right word for it, peculiar, is that we would ship all of the recyclables to Whitehorse, only to have them loaded onto another truck and probably shipped south.
Yeah.
Like, that seems nuts to me.
But the thing is that our loads aren't big enough to fill a load going south.
Why don't they pick it up on their way that way?
Well, because,
It just seems like against the point.
but it's a what Yukon government program, it has nothing to do with us, so I'm not. We've talked about that, we said it's foolish, and some stuff they actually open up and reprocess. So that some stuff they hold because they don't have a sale for, so they stockpile it in Whitehorse. And truthfully, I'd rather, as soon as we've got it dealt with, it's out of here, then we're not worried about it, us storing it and it getting wet, because some stuff can't get wet, and there's a whole bunch of goofy things, so if.
I know what you're saying, but I just
Yeah.
also find it,
That's a topic for Yukon government.
yeah.
So it doesn't cost
Happy to
us
have it.
anything to ship, it's the government that pays
Doesn't cost us
it.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Just
you.
taxpayers.
Taxpayers, yeah.
I would see it as an opportunity for a private enterprise to have a trade or a hub here to, you know, potentially load and unload recycling. It would take a warehouse.
Yeah, well, I think with the upcoming EPR stuff, we might not even be in the recycling business anymore. It'd be,
That's crazy.
I think EPR is gonna be, that's another conversation.
yeah, it's a whole another can of worms, so every jurisdiction's doing it different. Yukon doesn't have they've got the act, but they don't have the regulations in place to go with it, so. There's a lot of that's gonna play out, and nobody's really sure how it's gonna do.
Anyway, thanks for asking that, I was curious as well.
Yeah, I think we all wanted that question asked, which is great.
So just to clarify, like going forward, so like you buy tires. You'd bring your old tires back to like say Cal Tire or Ontario, like you'd bring your tires there versus the landfill?
Yeah, they would, in other jurisdictions, they have like trailers sitting there that at a certain tire shop in the city, or if it's in the city, a lot of them have. Like when I was coming through Alberta this weekend, they actually had trailers, like they were mesh trailers, but sitting at tire shops, and the old tires were just pitched in until it was full, and then EPR, the tire EPR people come along and haul them away.
It's interesting.
So I don't know, I could just see people being like, you didn't buy that here,
No, but
you know what I
it's,
mean, like,
that doesn't matter, it's a fee that's paid, like through they take them and away they go.
gotcha.
It's just tacked on to the purchase price here.
Well, it's already, and it already is, because we're,
Right,
right now, in the Yukon, we're paying for EPR even though we don't have it, because they charge their EPR price across the country. It's already implemented in their prices. So with us, they're actually making money off of the Yukon because they're charging us for it and not doing it. So.
Okay. Anything else for council open forum? I got an email from the seniors today. Bob Close in particular, he was requesting some presents from council at 1 PM on Sunday. I guess they're having a annual general meeting.
Fourth, is it the fourth?
No, 21st. But they were asking if someone from council could be there. I don't know if it's a general meeting or if it's just a regular meeting for their executive
It's an AGM.
EGM.
yeah.
If there's someone from council could show up there on Sunday at 1 PM, that'd be great. I'll just be out of town.
There's a good possibility. I can-
Probably.
So will I'll be out of town, so.
You're out of town? I can do that for everybody.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, Councillor Slater.
Sounds like they'll.
Yeah, you wanna go as well?
Those will be
I can
snacks.
probably.
They want to, he was asking in particular if there's any progress with extended care, so. It's not, you know. Well, I guess I'll leave that up to you, but. Yeah, Sunday at 1 o'clock,
I'm working at the hospital that day.
okay?
Sorry, I might be working.
Sure,
That's this weekend, right? That's this Sunday, right?
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, see, the email I got from them was their annual general meeting is May 4th.
Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm mistaken that it's an AGM, but I thought I heard Cynthia say that, but I could be wrong.
I'll clarify.
Sunday,
because-
I can go.
Okay.
Thomas, that's good, because if it's this weekend, Sunday, I think I'm working at the hospital. I think I just
It'll
agreed.
get me out of bed.
Thank you.
But yeah, so their AGM is May 4th, and then your workshop, just to follow up on that, May 4th, it's also, it's a Saturday, and that's our household hazardous waste day, the first one of the year,
What day, Claire?
May 4th.
Thank you.
Do you know the date then, Cam, of the big truckload that goes to the?
Month of June.
Yeah, anytime about June, right?
Did we say May or June to make this people? Either one. It's not gonna hurt us either
We
way.
haven't announced it yet, so it can be any dates that come.
Because all you do is take the address down.
Yeah, it's just one load in, if we do it over a month period, it just evens it out.
Cause didn't they prefer that at the landfill, cause it didn't? Like, everyone wasn't just,
It didn't really affect us, but yeah, we can do it either way.
Can I just,
But it's the last day that's the busiest.
are they starting to take names for garbage pickup yet? Are they starting to take names for garbage pickup?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw an advertisement.
what, for the seniors or? what?
My thought was that we should put John Scouten where the biggest highway,
In the
biggest,
around town.
the biggest highway section is, because
Yeah, okay, I thought you were still.
Spring cleanup thing. No.
Spring yard cleanup stuff, so
Yeah.
that's where, totally confused.
The garbage cleanup for nonprofits.
Yes, we haven't advertised it yet.
So.
Okay.
Or did we?
Yeah.
That's the YG one.
That's,
YG.
oh, okay.
to YG.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. My suggestion was that we put John Scout's name down for the big highway one. I'll do the other sections he doesn't do and he can get the paycheck. How about that?
We'll have to put it out.
Are you nonprofit?
Just, because he always cleans the highway and I think he should get something.
So, no, it's put out to community members, it hasn't been for big strictly nonprofit, so anyways, so yeah, so that'll be coming yet, we haven't got it.
Okay. No worries.
Anything else for council open forum?
No, thank you.
I'm good.
Oh, okay, so we do have a quick in camera, so if I can have a motion to go into camera.
Motion to go on camera.
I was
Chair Burgess.